Well, I'm calling. I represent a painting company with an anticipated revenue of $2.8 million this year, and we have 19 employees and about an 18% profit margin, which brings us to around $500K this year.
Good for you.
Thank you. My question is that I'm transitioning from corporate America to join my husband as an operations manager or administrator at the paint company he runs. He's been there for about 6 years. We're hoping to buy the company in the next year or two. And as we consider buying, aside from profitability, what are some things we need to look out for to ensure that it's what's best for our family? And also, how do I protect my marriage from becoming all about work?
Oh, there's a lot there. Okay. Well, what we have done, let's start with the last question. How do I protect my marriage from becoming all about work? What we've done with family businesses that we've coached and what we've done with our family is that while we're at work, the title of the person is how they are treated. I'm the CEO. Rachel Cruz is a Ramsey personality. So is George Camel. And so George Camel is treated by me exactly the same way that I treat Rachel. He is also paid the same way Rachel is paid, on the same percentages. Now, he might sell more or less books or whatever else, but he gets paid the same way. No special privileges. That's the way. And so when Rachel and I are having a discussion at work, she even calls me Dave at work, not Dad. And so translate that into your world. It's not honey at work, okay, or sweetie at work, or he can't turn around and look at you and say sweet girl or whatever it is, right? Okay, whatever the pet, now, all that. Don't get into all that. It's like, okay, you're going to be running ops, and he's going to be running X, and he's the CEO, and you're the other person. And so you treat your CEO like you would if it was me, okay? And that's with dignity, and you still have the right to argue about something and push a point that you believe in. But at the end of the day, he makes the call, he's running it, that's it, and that's his leadership. And or if you're the president and he's reporting to you and he's running the paint crews, then he's going to report to you and he's the president. You see what I'm saying? So you treat that, and then when you get home, you change those hats out, and now it's sweetie and lovey and whatever else, right? And so we don't talk about work over the dinner table. And Ramseys don't. When we all get together for a family dinner, we talk about everything else. University of Tennessee football, politics, Rachel's latest conspiracy theory, whatever it is. We talk about something, but it's not going to be Ramsey Solutions. If we do want to talk about Ramsey Solutions, we have to ask permission of the rest of the family for a quick time out and do that. And I'm not sitting there working on my iPhone answering Ramsey Solutions emails all through dinner with my family about work. So you need to be where you are, and that solves your role issue of how it doesn't take over your marriage, okay? You treat him like a good husband. He treats you like a good wife at home. You treat him like the CEO. He treats you like the COO at work, and everybody's happy. And by the way, I treat my people here at Ramsey really good. I mean, we're not mean to people here. We don't yell and scream, cuss at them. We don't do any of that stuff. So, and you're not going to do that at work, okay? So you don't have a big marriage fight at work for sure. That's an absolute no-no. Absolute no-no. Because that's you having a temper fit, and that's not going to work. So, okay, now, then on to the other stuff. You said, what was the other question? I got sidetracked with that one.
Aside from profitability, what are some things we need to be looking out for to ensure that purchasing the company in the future is what's best for our family?
Yeah, well, I mean, purchasing the company is fine as long as you run the company and it doesn't run you. And so your family's not going to be in jeopardy on that. But the thing I'd look for is anytime I'm buying something, if he's been working there a while, and how long has he been working there?
6 years.
Okay, he already knows where the potholes are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no secrets. So he knows over there's a weak spot. It might be an employee that's a weak spot that's going to have to go, and the current owner hadn't had the courage to get rid of them. It might be a process that's not been instituted, so you've got a theft problem. It might be a process that's not been instituted. So the customer's not getting good communication, all those kinds of things. So what's broken at this company? Well, if he's been hanging around 6 years, I hope he knows what's broken.
Well, especially since the last 2 years, he's been the one running it. So I sure hope so.
And he should, and if he has, if he has carte blanche to fix those problems, he should have been patching it up, right, and getting them fixed. So yeah, that puts him in really, really good shape. And then the trick is just not to get yourself into a debt situation that it steals the joy of running the company. And so we often have recommended here, is the current owner going to finance it for you all, or how are you getting the money?
It will be a payout. We will not go into debt. It will be a payout over the course of several years from the company's profit.
Okay. And what I would do is keep your all's salary super low as possible, and that payout as high as possible so that it ends as quickly as possible. In other words, I'd like to see you get like the owner gets all his money in 3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hang around 10 years with this around your neck. So get really aggressive with your numbers and knock it out. So if you set a set number, this is the number. I'm going to put everything towards that number as fast as I can to get that number knocked out. But the most I'm obligated to is a percentage of profits. That way, if there's a downturn, it doesn't bankrupt you, and that's how you've laid it out. So you've already learned our formula and have applied it. So very good. That's a good process. It's a good formula. Very good. Yeah, Rachel, I've got a feeling you guys are going to do really well. You're asking absolutely phenomenal questions. So really good. You've got your head on straight, and it sounds like you got a real good, by your husband having been there a long time and now running it. Oh man, that just really puts you in a position to not stub your toe on this and to really, really get a good purchase. As long as you don't overpay for it, and you get the old owner out of it as quick as possible, I think you guys are going to really prosper from this because you're sharp. So very, very, very well done. Proud of you.